Hello YouTube, welcome to this unboxing of the Italeri Peterbilt Model 378 long hauler. As you can see, it's a fairly big box. This one just cost me $49.99 sterling. I'm not sure where else it's available or what the pricing is for it, but I do know it was released a few years ago and appears to be back on the shelves as part of I assume it's part of a reproduction run, a second production run or whatever. So what appears to be a photo of the real truck on the box there, officially licensed, Peterbilt Packard, good to see. On the side of the box we have a parts diagram, a schematic showing the various sprues, which is very good. On the other side of the box, just the usual legal bump and a bit of information about the real truck. Okay, so that's all we got. What we get inside this big box. Here straight away, first of all, we have a decal sheet, which it would be quite nice to see that polybagged really, rather than just with a piece of film over it. But it's got a lot of silver stripes in there, which I assume are supposed to enable you to recreate the paint scheme shown on the box there. Decals to recreate the instrument panel, glove box lid, some Peterbilt logos, Great Lakes Motor Transit Co. emblems. I assume they're supposed to be some sort of owner-operator logo. There's a Wisconsin license plate, and then various decals, which I imagine are for the engine bay and chassis. Okay, that looks good. Instruction book here, bit of information on the front there, and then we're straight in with another parts diagram with everything numbered. And then, much as you'd expect for a big truck kit, the chassis goes together, frame rails to go together with the cross members, then the suspension goes in, axles, drive shafts, sway bars, hubs, steering gear, and then the engine and transmission are assembled. After that, it's cab interior, seats, dash, and so on and so forth, steering column, quite a lot of detail there by the looks of it. Multi-piece cab, notice that all the cab, all sides of the cab go together separately, so no one-piece cab here. Then grille and headlamp assembly, 1/24 scale net pattern. Use it to cut out the net. So presumably we have some mesh in there to make the grille, which sounds good. Other than that, wheels are assembled and fitted together with fenders and mid flaps. Sleeper goes together, several pieces there, lots of details on the outside of the sleeper. Diesel tanks go on, and then lubrifiers, air filters, mirrors, lamps, bumper, and everything else. Okay, so far so good. Right, next up we've got a sprue here, which has got what appear to be rear drive axle fenders and some grab handles. Then this large chrome sprue, which has got the drive and steer wheels on, which appear to have the correct Peterbilt style pattern, which is nice. Diesel tanks there, which will have the usual problem of having a seam along the side unless you do the work to remove it after you've built them up. Battery box and cab steps there, a chrome checker plate. Looks like a windscreen visor there, also chromed. Front bumper. Radiator grille shell there, which, yeah, you see that it's actually open, so yeah, there must be some mesh in the kit somewhere that goes in there, which is interesting. Various other chrome bits, exhaust mufflers or silencers, and pipes there again, which are in halves to go together. Right, lots going on in this bag here. We've got the bonnet and wings, or hood and fenders together there, together with, as you can see, both cab sides, which are separate with the doors molded closed, cab roof, which appears to be drilled to accept a lot of air horns and marker lamps, back of the cab there, cab windshield frame with scuttle and bulkhead, and then over here we appear to have the various sleeper components, a large sleeper as indicated on the box cover, and the glazing there as well, so lots of lamp lenses in there by the looks of things, and the regular glazing you would expect for the cab. Looks like we've got one side window closed and one half open, which is a nice touch. And then we have cab interior parts. I think I'm seeing a headlining there, probably a sleeper bunk, various bits and bobs like that, seats there. Alright, very good. We now have this tree of many vinyl tyres, which look quite nicely done actually, quite nicely moulded. The treads are quite nice, a bit shiny as vinyl tends to be, but that can be sorted after we've built it. And then yeah, some detail on there, some tyre size detail. I don't see a manufacturer name, but the detail looks pretty good anyway. And then the final polybag. In here we have what appear to be the wheel centres and backs for those numerous wheels, and then pretty much everything for the engine, transmission and chassis and drivetrain. Engine halves and transmission halves here, everything for the intake system, radiator, fan and shroud there. I can see the various brake components and suspension components. Yeah, air tanks, axles, chassis rails, everything's there. Whereabouts is, whereabouts is the, oh, I can see it. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually pick this up, but there's a square of mesh there as well, which must be what they're talking about when they send the instructions to fit mesh for the grille. So that's what that'll be for. It looks very fine actually, rather see-through, but I'm sure it'll turn out nicely. So there we go, lots in the box. More or less what I'd expect for an Italeri truck kit. Everything individual and componentized, so no one-piece cabs or sleepers here. So I'll be interested to see how all that works and how it goes together. But overall, looking pretty interesting and ought to build up into a very nice replica. Thanks for watching.